Uterine fibroids are very common in women of childbearing age, but most don't even know they have them, as the symptoms of fibroids can easily be mistaken for something else. In fact, 50% of women with fibroids have no symptoms at all, and only know they have fibroids during a pelvic exam or when they're having troubles conceiving. Here are some of the more common symptoms you need to be aware of, so you know when it's time to take action. Abdominal swelling. If your belly's bulging out, but it feels hard when you touch it, this is a common sign of fibroids. Many women with fibroids look pregnant when they're not, and find that the swelling gets worse over time. Heavy menstruation. If you find that you're constantly having to change your Super Plus tampons or nighttime sanitary towels during your period, this is also a sign that your fibroids are causing abnormal bleeding. Some bleeding can be so bad that blood transfusions are needed. Abnormal bleeding. In addition to heavy bleeding, you may find that you're spotting in between periods, or your periods are lasting 6 or more days of constant bleeding. Some women also pass heavy black clots in their menstrual blood. Vaginal bleeding after menopause. Women who've gone through menopause may experience bleeding after several years of not having periods. This is another indication that the fibroids are becoming out of control. Back pain or pain in the back of the legs. Women with fibroids sometimes experience pain in seemingly unrelated places. This is because the nerves that link the uterus to the brain are located quite near the nerves for the back and the legs. Cramps. Fibroids can cause strong spasms as the uterus recognizes them as a foreign body that it needs to expel. It can feel to some women like they're going into labor, and the pain can be so bad that painkillers can't take it away. Pelvic pain. This can come in the form of a constant dull ache or sharp pains, depending on the type of fibroid. Some fibroids can compress other organs and cause them to feel under pressure as well. Urinary problems. Women with large fibroids may experience frequent urination as the fibroid presses on the bladder, or difficulty urinating if the fibroid is blocking any part of the urinary system. Frequent urinary tract infections are also linked to fibroids interfering with the functioning of the urinary system. Constipation. Fibroids pressing on the colon can prevent regular bowel movements, cause painful digestion, but they're easily mistaken for irritable bowel syndrome. If you're in a relationship, fibroids can also cause painful intercourse depending on where the fibroid is located. Also, being in constant pain or feeling exhausted because of anemia or fibroid symptoms can lower the sex drive, causing relationship difficulties in some couples. Infertility and miscarriage. Fibroids can get in the way of conception and get in the way of having a pregnancy. They can block fallopian tubes, prevent implantation from taking place, or in pregnant women interfere with fetal development or cause the uterus to spasm and miscarry. The most important thing to note is that it's essential to take action to shrink your fibroids now, rather than waiting until later. Even if your fibroids are small and they're giving you no problems right now, they can grow very quickly and have serious repercussions on your health and other organs later on. Remember, for every woman who looks 6 months pregnant because of her fibroids, or is bleeding so badly she's having blood transfusions, there was a time in her life when her fibroids were very small and were not giving her problems. This is why it's important not to procrastinate. Early action now can prevent you from having to resort to a risky surgery or take pharmaceutical drugs that could have dangerous side effects. Early action can save your uterus, your relationship, your fertility, and your health.